And welcome back to Denny Talks About College. Like we said, this week we are doing a series on professors, and this video is not going to be so much a serious discussion about professors, but this is just for fun. If you want to know about ways that will seriously make your professor hate you, I did a separate video on that. Highly recommend going and checking that out. This is just kind of the lighter side of things. This is like I said, just for a little bit of fun. So, what are some humorous ways to make your professor hate you? Well, I will tell you, there's been a list going around the internet since I was in college. It's actually called 25 Ways to Confuse your professors, and even though they use the word confuse, I'm pretty sure your professor will hate you if you do these things. I'm not going to go through all 25 because that'd just be an insanely long video. I pulled out the ones I thought were the funniest. There's 6 or 8. I really didn't count, even to be honest. But let's go ahead. We'll just discuss these, hopefully have a good laugh or two, because some of these are pretty good. Some of the ones on the list aren't really all that funny. These are the best. So we'll just go through these. And like I said, I even read these when I was in school, and I chuckled then, I'm chuckling now. So, sometimes you just have to have a little bit of fun, right? So, ways to confuse your professor, humorous version or humorous style. Brush your teeth during class. While doing so, raise your hand as if you have a question, and then mumble your question incoherently while brushing, spewing toothpaste all over the place. If your professor objects to this, go on a tirade about proper oral hygiene. All right? Next, sit way back at the back of the room, up against a wall, to get as far away from your professor as possible. While he or she is lecturing, shout things like, "What?" and "Speak up. You're mumbling." If your professor advises you to sit closer to the front, tell him or her you can't do that because you're scouting the room for assassins. Next, keep accidentally setting fires at your desk. Burn notebooks, papers, or whatever you have handy. When you start a fire, no matter how small it is, start yelling, "Fire! Fire!" and run out of the room in a panic. Don't return for the rest of class. Bring a vacuum to class. Halfway through the class, stand up and start using it. If your professor objects, explain that you can't stand sitting in this pigsty any longer. Keep vacuuming, grumbling angrily. When your professor gives you a syllabus, take it home, correct it, give it a grade, and return it to the professor. Demand extra credit for this. All right. Next, wait for your professor to mention a date and then yell out, "Bingo!" Apologize and state that you got confused. When you have a paper to write, get it done early and mail it to your professor's house. From then on, don't hand anything in and blame it on the sluggishness of the U.S. Postal Service. And finally, if you have an early morning class, get there before anyone else and bring a pillow, some blankets, an air mattress, and an alarm clock. Wear your pajamas. Lie down on the air mattress with the pillow and the blankets and act like you're asleep. Have the alarm set for about 2 minutes into class. When it goes off, preferably very loudly, hit the snooze button and go back to sleep. Keep doing so for the duration of class. Now, like I said, if you did any one of these things in real life, which is strongly not recommended, your professor probably really would hate you. But this list is just kind of for fun. Like I said before, if you really want to see my top 10 gripes I have as an instructor, the top 10 things I would realistically encourage a student to not do, that's a separate video. I strongly recommend you check it out. But hopefully this has been good for a few laughs. Like I said, please come back soon to Denny Talks About College. If you've been enjoying this content, please like, please subscribe, please share. Like I've been saying all along, I really hope these videos, and aside from this one, because we've kind of been goofing off on this one, but hopefully these videos will help a lot of people. So like I said, please come back soon, and I hope to see you then. Thanks.